I'm Lily Rabinoff-Goldman. I'm the English Department Chair. It would be easy for me to stand up here and enumerate all of the concrete things that Gracie Alcid has brought to Gann: professional development for teachers, programs and protocols to enrich our community, inspired direct service to students in and out of the Learning Center, and notably this year, the Gann first of bringing 3 students to the People of Color and Student Diversity Leadership Conference in November. But in the same way that a beloved book, movie, or piece of music can make a profound impact on a person's soul and still be hard to express, some of the work that Gracie has created at Gann is deep and transformative and also invisible to the naked eye. In short, because of Gracie, Gann is different. I'm different. Gracie is unbelievably generous with her expertise, her empathy for students and faculty members, and importantly, with herself and her story. Because of that generosity, in 2 short years, the entire way in which we think about and approach questions of diversity, equity, and inclusivity are deeper, stronger, and more aligned with Gann's mission and core values. We still have a long way to go, but I am grateful to my colleague, teacher, ally, accomplice, and friend, Gracie Alcid, for helping reveal that path and lead us in our first steps along it. It's my pleasure to present Gracie with the 2018 Create Award.
I watched Rabbi Lerner put this up so carefully. Oh dear, this way. Hi. Thank you, Lily. I am humbled and honored to be here with all of you today. I am humbled and honored by my peers and by our students. I am humbled by my brother and my sisters in the Learning Center and by the allies who stand with me for diversity, equity, and inclusion. I am humbled by a deep respect I have for the Jewish faith, tradition, and people, and by my own Jewish journey. This is my debt of gratitude. In Tagalog, we call that utang na loob, for all the teachings and learnings that I have received in the last 2 years. I'd like to share another word with you from Tagalog. It's called kapwa, which is a core Filipino value. It means togetherness, a shared inner self. There are 2 parts to kapwa: ibang tao, which is outsider, and hindi ibang tao, meaning one of us, insider and outsider. Isn't that what sums up the beautifully awesome and awkward dance that is high school? Spoiler alert, you will find yourself on the other side of that. You will find your place, your people, your power, if you haven't done so already. The difference between insider and outsider is the very difference itself. So let's take a closer look at difference and what that represents. Difference is distance. I can't help myself. In a mathematical view, the difference is the distance between 2 values. The difference between 8 and 5 is, imagine 8 and 5 on a number line. The distance 3 is always a positive value. This is where it gets complicated because we, you and I, don't fit discretely on a number line. Now think of the distance between us as not evenly sequenced, not discrete units. Think of that distance between us in the form of 8 cultural identifier units: gender, socioeconomic class, ability, family structure, religion, race, sexuality, and age. Each person in this building has a unique fingerprint of those elements. They don't occur in isolation or in parallel. They intersect, and at each intersection, each permutation is a unique arrangement. There exists so many different combinations of difference in this building. Difference is understanding our social location. What is my social location? What is the difference, the distance between you and me? Who am I in relation to you? Understanding my location relative to you and our differences is at the living nexus of our work in the Learning Center and with diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's about understanding who we are as learners and the impact of our voices. It is understanding who we are as teachers and the impact of our voices. It is problem solving collaboratively using the tools that we have created. Those tools have been shaped by data, research, pedagogy, and relationships. Difference is, third and last, power. We must respect the power of how differences impact learning. Feeling seen, valued, and heard is at the root of excellence. We build bridges of understanding using those very differences. We don't eliminate them. We don't assimilate. We don't pass. We harness their power and become architects of our own learning. We build bridges of understanding. We put those pieces together here every day. And here are just a few highlights from our architects of identity. An alum from the class of 2017 who is here tonight, Yair McCoy, led this work with a group of his peers to create a program called Jewish Identity Outside the White Experience. 3 students who went the Student Diversity Leadership Conference, 2 of whom are here tonight, Alyssa and Naomi. You brought back your learnings on identity and taught the faculty. And a recent graduate from the class of 2018, inspired by her experiences as a learner, created a student resource page for the class of 2022 with short videos on understanding your learning style, executive functioning, advocacy, student-teacher collaboration. The teams that I am so lucky to be a part of work to build understanding, to create tools that support that work, and to partner with students, teachers, parents, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. We are at a moment in time when differences are polarizing and igniting extremes in identities and communities. The leaders of tomorrow will need a humanistic lens engineered from concrete cultural competencies and nuanced advocacy skills in order to effectively navigate and lead in a fast-paced global community. Rabbi Baker, you opened and closed the year challenging us to think about how we see in our vision. I ask for all of us to think of our vision, how we see people, how we acknowledge what we don't know, and how we want people to see us. Before we engage in deeper complexity, it might serve us to approach a simple interaction, a soft negotiation, a difficult conversation with a patterned thinking routine. When I approach something and I meet something for the first time, what are the parts that are involved? What are the different perspectives other than my own? And what are the assumptions that I bring? We are a beautiful, pluralistic community and possess our unique combination of diversity. Kapwa, togetherness, community, thank you for letting me be a part of it.